detected. Third floor. Target detected. Third floor.
Attackers dropped the diffuser. Attackers recovered.
I'm out! Gotta reload! That's felony.
Seconds to go. Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser. Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
You can stop worrying about grenades now.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Increasing our defense. Magnet ready. Place device. All is secure. Device placed. Evil eyes ready. Activated device.
10 seconds left before insertion.
6 radius line of fire.
5 seconds to insertion.
Unrolling razor wire.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Place device. RCE Latero out.
This will protect us.
Defense is online!
Scare pop.
I'm reloading. Hold it back!
I'm reloading.
A bomb has been located.
I'm not trying to talk, Yogurt. If that's what you were wondering about. At least I wasn't. I'll probably start actually casting. I was just trying to spectate. I'll probably actually cast now. So yeah, we have just a fun scrim here on Saturday night between Viper and Team Mags. Team Mags is a relatively new team. On the other side, you got. You just making sure. Thanks, Yoda. I appreciate that. Appreciate you for that one. But yeah, on one side you have Team Mags, it's a pretty new team. I believe they're in a couple of little small leagues currently. I don't know how they're doing in there. I don't think they're doing amazing. I could be wrong on that. And on the other side you have Viper Esports. There used to be a Viper Esports a long time ago. And that I think became Pack Smokers. And Viper, this new Viper I believe is actually made of Pack Smokers too. Which is really interesting. And that I never would have thought that it would go that way, but it did. They're now going in and here on a best of one on Cafe. Yeah, Aatrox is still a thing. It recently came back, I'd say a month ago, maybe a bit more. But it used to work for one of their teams in the summer. Yeah, they came back and they're now an actual org. They have, I think, 2 or 3 teams. It's obviously the Aatrox main team. They used to have a B team called Aatrox Does Coke. And then they have Vayne Aatrox and Futile. So they've really expanded their ventures as Zeddies will fall at the hands of Skylar, who will immediately be traded by Face of West there, luckily for him. Still not the best spot for Mags to open up this round, and losing your Yana, which is some frags and obviously some drones and a gun, which, sure, that's nice. You could say that that's a lot of operators, but also unlimited intel. You know, the replicator, if you can hold on to it for most of the round, is really helpful for, at the very least, getting your team additional intel, in that it's essentially unlimited drones, admittedly on a timer. I'm gonna actually gun down Muse there. Don't know what was going on. Doesn't seem like the attacking team here of Mags is really droning. They're just, you know, they're not even taking out Gams. As you see there from Viper, they're just hard pinging. And that's getting them free kills here. Gambino is running a Warden, and he's getting a kill off of it, which is strange. Face of West gonna fall. It's up to just the Dexy here. Koku gonna gun down the Twitch. He'll take down Avalon Rift, removing the smoke, gonna hopefully clear some utility off the board, and obviously opens up Cigar for the taking. Still has to deal, however, with Koku at the end of the hallway, as well as Ty potentially looking to go cross-country, try and get a flank, it appears. Lastly, Hambino's sort of final obstacle on the actual objective, and he has about a minute to take all 3 down. At the very least, get a plant down after taking 1 or 2 of them out. And Koku shuts that off. It's now 1-2 here, 3 rounds in. And Viper has a lead, once again. But yeah, this has been a messy match so far. Obviously we're only 4 rounds in, but still, it's been messy. Anyways, on to the next round, onto another second floor hold, which oddly enough is the way that Viper opened this map, is by going to their tertiary site, presumably their tertiary site at least, what for many teams is their tertiary site, Reading in Fireplace, and actually won off of it. It was weird for me, at least, to watch. I don't know about you all, but it was weird for me to watch Mags attack it, because they didn't address the vertical at all. It took them the entire round to clear out a vertical hold, which even then, you know, it's not like this is a really heavy vertical hold here. You know, you have a Goyo shield, you have a Mute Jammer, you have that Barb and the Rooney Surya gate, but it's not like it takes a lot of utility to clear this out. You just have to drone it properly and, you know, win a couple of gunfights. But just, I don't understand it. If they were smart, they would be getting on cocktail windows, but, Anyways. It's cafe, looking at the bans. They're very much comfort bans. Strangely enough, no Kaid ban is going to make getting walls open, or keeping walls closed is going to make it a lot easier, considering the amount of area that he can cover, the fact that he can cover hatches, and, you know, the area that the distance from which he can cover stuff is. This is going to be the opening frag. That's bad news. Pardon my stuttering, stammering there, but being frank here, Mag's gonna pick off Rift there, trade this teammate out, but losing your hard reach, not good. Honestly, I don't understand what's going on here. They're still stalled here. Still have yet to really do anything about the vertical. Ty will take down Face of West using presumably the footholds there to knock out the Twitch. Taking out the secondary support, that's going to be really difficult now for the remainder of Mags to get any sort of push done. Sandy's is below here, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's halfway through the round. There should be nobody below at this point. You're not even a buck. It would make sense if Adexi was below. He's buck. He's the only person really on that team that can run vertical, but he's not.
Dropping smoke. Boosting adrenals.
As you can see now, Adexi going to push forward here. Taking control of Train might actually look to push now into Fireplace. Ty going to be the X factor here. He has a flank potentially, just needs to make the most of it. Zed below him basically has no clue. It seems that he's there. Neither of them seem to really be aware. Goku just trying to hold down the area between the sites. Spots the Osa there of Max, not Zim. Gonna try and push right through the wall, take him out. Just take a bit of damage as a result from Adexi pushing into Fireplace. He takes Fireplace now, pushing up towards Goku, trying to find him. Spots him, takes him down. 3v2 now, double kill from Adexi the Buck. Now finally has control of that Fireplace objective. Hambino gonna be the big thing to worry about here. He could potentially stop the plant if he spots it. Seems to see it. Gonna rotate around, look to stop it from a different angle. Costs him his life. Adexi and Zeddies take kills, take the round. And a misfire from Viper costs them the lead once again. Hambino could have stopped the plant. He had the footholds. It seemed like he could see where the I don't know why he rotated. What's that gonna do? You have a gun. You don't need to run around and throw a nitro, especially when you have no clue where they are. And you could have done that in a lot more safe of a manner than by running through the hall where you knew that there was, or your teammates knew that there was an Osa there moments before. What makes you think that the Osa isn't gonna dig himself out of there?
Your bombs from being defused by attackers.
You could have just gone to laundry. Would have been safer.
Attackers have located a bomb. Bomb located by
anyways, first floor hold now from Viper. We'll have to see how they handle this. As okay, that's very direct. There is a Eva line right in the middle of whiskey in West Restaurant, however you want to call it. You don't understand what I'm saying. Why? That's my question. Like, what is that accomplishing? I don't. Maybe you can get sound calls off of it, but I feel that it's just going to be a waste of some solid intel or potential plant denial, because that's going to be really easy for the attacking team to deal with. They have a Twitch. They have frags. They almost, if they had a sledge, then it would have been even easier. But they have a buck instead. Here we see Adexi trying to provide a bit of support here as the buck does give a bit of drone assistance there to Muse. The Ace now opening up bakery wall, small bakery wall, pardon me. Spots somebody. I don't know what's going on there. He seems to lower the Kaid there of Skylar, who's just holding the angle. Skylar waiting this out at this point. Gonna see if they can get some damage here onto Muse, but it seems that he's rotated away now. Surprisingly enough, Code is already under control of Mags. They've taken it. Zeddy's as the Finka very quickly taking possession really of that area of the map. Gonna have to soon deal, however, with the Jaeger there on Red Stairs. Spots him, takes him down for a 5v4 now. Avalon Rift out of the round. Now it's a very important position here. He could essentially lock off the other half of the first floor here. 5v3 as a Dexy will clear out Skylar. Gonna potentially get another kill as he'll try to push forward into cooking. Has to deal, however, very soon with Goku. They're holding down Prep big window, pardon me, not double door. There's no double door into Prep. There is, however, a double door here into VIP, held by Ty as the smoke. 2 smokes still on him. He's not really doing anything, though. Needs to potentially eye and rotate back to site very soon. Goku will get a frag on him. Muse. Seems that Ty might actually have to rotate back even more. Goku will get a second frag there in the face of West. Gonna have to try and hold down the line here as Mags might be the next one up. However, Dexy will trade him out. Ty takes down Zeddy's. Now it's up to just the Buck and Osa and Mags facing off against Ty and Hambino. 2 solid supports here for Viper. Smoke with a minute left on the round here. Has to try and get back to site. Ideally, can get some more intel, some utility off of those 2 smokes that he still has in his pockets. As Adexi and Mags have taken the objective here. Mags, not Zim, pardon me, could eye a plant at this point. I don't think he will, but he's certainly going to look at it. Adexi will fall at the hands of Ty, who could potentially smoke out Mags here. Not Zim, pardon me, I keep on saying the first part of his name, which is just the team name. And Hambino takes him out. Very quick crossfire there from Viper. Earns them the round. Anyways.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Lasergate deployed. Razor wire in position.
Anyways, final round of the first half, and it's another top floor hold here for Viper Esports. We'll have to see how this goes for them. The last time that they went here, it actually went pretty well. They ended up winning on that objective. And just to point the scoreboard out again here, they are 1-1 on. They're 1-1 on second floor and first floor. They have yet to show any signs of potentially being 1-1 or 2-0 on this side. That's going to be the big question: is can they get perfect record on this objective? That's gonna obviously affect, morale. It's gonna affect what their chances might look like going into overtime, assuming that this game goes to overtime. I don't know if it will or won't, and obviously it's gonna affect the round count because they're guaranteed at least a 3-3 split here, which on Cafe is, I'd say, average, maybe a bit below average if you get a 3-3 split and you're starting on defense. But if they can get a 4-2 split, that's going to be ideal for them. That gives them a 2-round advantage, a sort of safety net as well as they move into the second half of this match. Zadis and Adexi here looking to clear out the roam at Avalon. Will pick off the Finka there. It does take a lot of damage, however. Might need to play this a bit carefully. He might actually decide to rotate around. Looks like he's going to just fall back here. And picked up by Adexi. Very quick rotate from the Buck. I don't know how he got there, but he did. And so that's going to lead to a 4v4 now, as Lexi's going to look to finally start pressuring the objective here, using some of the skeleton key shots to actually open up pieces of cocktail. Don't know why he hasn't droned that at all yet. I feel that if he had a drone up there, it would probably help him at least take out utility, if not pressure players. But it's certainly nice to have that vertical control. At the very least, it's going to be a bit of a mental help for his team, truly. Skylar going to be looking for a flank, potentially. Nobody's really watching it. He's gonna basically just get it. Muse will fall to him as there goes Hambino with a kill on a not Sim. It's back to a 2v4. That was a big misplay as Skylar would take a double kill this time onto a Dexy. Took the just face of West in a really difficult situation. Has a minute left, does the diffuser, has 2 drones on him, 2 drones left by his, I believe 2 drones or 3 drones left by his teammates. But he's heavily outnumbered, and Smoke is still alive, and he has 2 smokes on him.
Try to reload.
And Hambino guns him down. That's the end of the half, ladies and gentlemen. 4-2 so far in favor of Viper. 7-7-3-3-2. 8-6-3-0-2. All good. Do not worry. Do not fear. We'll have to see how this goes here. Pardon me, for
Attackers
the
need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
now defending team of
Attackers have located a bomb.
Team Mags. Not a whole lot to talk about. I mean, there's not a whole lot of history between these two teams. There's not a whole lot of history individually of these teams. You know, they don't have a... Mags doesn't have a long record. They're not a very old team, so I can't really say anything else. Viper, formerly known as Pack Smokers 2, was created, I believe, as an offshoot of Pack Smokers. That's what I would assume. And then eventually just became their own team.
5 seconds remaining.
You know, they're in Division 2 of Midnight.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Just to point this out. Unlike first half there, where Muse and the rest of Mags were on the attack, and I believe they had lost a good amount of their drones during prep phase, in 2 or 3. There's only been 1 drone lost in the entire prep phase for pardon me, for Viper. I'm still trying to get it. And all these names, and it's also the fact that it's, you know, 10:30 at night or whatever. I'm not going to be the sharpest tool in the shed at this point. And see, Coke, I'm going to try and push forward here. Don't know how well it's going to go, as a Polaris charge will go out there, because that's some utility. It does hopefully help the push there onto Bakery side. They do have a hard reach here from Gambino, who will put down a Selma there. Coke is going to fall. Hands of Max, not Zim. We'll be playing prep side here. However, we'll have to deal with the, what's the frag? Essentially, the Nitras. Now, the buck above, Avalon trying to get some vertical setup, shut down by Face of West as the Jaeger here looks to reclaim vertical. Ty and Hambino last left a Dexy picks off Skylar, and so it's up to just the 2 supports, really. It'll be 2. Ty will take down a Dexy. Now, Hambino going to be the next one up here. Ty holding the angle. Hambino going to swing around, potentially. Swing it from Muse, who might cost him his life at this point. Don't know why they're pushing him. It's a 4v2. You don't need to push him. Okay, traded by Face of West for a double kill, but cost them DWMI. Not a great trade. Muse luckily finishes it off. So losing the WMI that way was primarily offset by the fact that it was so close to the end of the round that it didn't matter.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Deploying ADS.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds remaining. Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Alright, top floor hold now from Team Mags. We'll have to see how this goes for them. Last time around, at least on that last round where they defended a different site, obviously more based around getting walls open. I would say this one is a lot more about playing from the hatches and playing vertically. And windows, obviously. So, it's going to be interesting to see how they do. It's going to be interesting to see how they decide to hold this and how effective that's going to be.
I got something.
5v4 now. Zeddy takes one out. It's going to be Koku, the Twitch this time falling, oddly enough. Might have to deal with her very soon with a buck there. Not a buck. Pardon me. The Jekyll of Dicey. Who, keep in mind, Jekyll is not banned here. Malusi is, strangely enough, but Jackal's not. Because Nomad is, which is a very strong flank watch. That's why I'd say there have been these flanks, or at least attempts at flanks. Because nobody really wants to hold down the flank watch. Not even using drones, which is probably the easiest way to do it. Ty will take down base of best there. I still don't understand it. So, the only strange ban is the Malusi, because she's not good anymore, so it's not a comfort ban, at least in my opinion. You see Ty gonna actually try and hunt down Zeddies, who's now back on the objective, so not gonna really make much of a difference, especially considering that he's on hard floor, so it's not like he can really even get fragged or bunked from below. But still, not a great spot for him to be in. Guess now that they know where he is, Mag's not Zim gonna be holding an angle here onto pretty much new match drop. If somebody tries to swing around onto Bar and take him out, we'll take a bit of damage. That'd be Skylar trying to volunteer themselves. Almost dying there. Muse will confirm the kill. Looks for a second one. Downs Avalon Rift as it might be Ty swinging around next. That's Hambino actually taking some damage. Might look for the res on Avalon Rift, denied there by a Dexy on the flank. It appears. No, playing Cigar actually. Ty will take down Muse. Brings it back to a 3v2, but now a 3v1. Dexy will confirm kill onto Avalon. Still not a great spot here. Not a great round for Viper. Not a good half so far. Obviously, we're only a third of the way through the half, but you don't want to be in that position. Okay, 4-4. Immediately. Well, not immediately. Immediately in terms of this half. We have seen Viper give up their entire lead. They now need to really fight here if they want to. I'll show scoreboard in a sec. They now need to really fight if they want to get this match back in control, considering that it's back to even. They're on attack as well, so it's going to make it tough here. But they're facing Mags on a site that is almost always won by the attacking team. Admittedly, the very first round, they held it, this site, and they won. So, using the win percentage that they had on this objective, they should have a 50-50 shot.
10 seconds remaining.
So that's going to be interesting to see how this goes, because if they can at least deny the side sweep here and deny it one more time on this side again, then they'd be set. Here's scoreboard. Congrats to a Dexy on hitting double digits. Race of West takes down Hambino there for 4v4, bringing back to even now. That's going to hopefully stabilize both sides, really. Taking out two operators that, you know, I'd say about even. Honestly, as Zeddies takes down Tide. Why was... This is... this really annoys me. The Osa walks around with the shield. She's not meant to be played like a shield off. She has a primary, for Pete's sake. Her shield... Pretty sure her shield doesn't cover as much as as the other shields. Plus, she can't hold a gun with it. And it's transparent. As a Dexiel Nitro away Skylar, turning them into the newest member of Team Rocket. Just to make a quick joke out of it. Koku and Hambino are the last to left here. Gonna try and make something happen, but, you know, they're terribly outnumbered. And they don't have a ton of intel. Yeah, Koku gonna push out. Takes a bit of health out of Max Natsumi. We'll swing back around. Don't know why he's re-peeking it. As you can see. We'll inch forward here. They're waiting this out, really. That is gets a 3k now onto him, you know, and 4th kill from the Vigil of Team Mags. Brings the team a 5-4 lead now as they look to inch closer and closer towards the end of this match. Now, congrats to Zeddies on reaching 12 kills. 2 players now with double digits.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. Attackers have located a bomb.
Alright. Side sweep there from Team Max is going to let them a really big confidence boost, let's be honest. Because you don't normally expect a side sweep on defense. I'm being frank here. So that's going to really... It's going to really put a buffer here for Viper. I don't know what's going on with them, but they should have won that round.
5 seconds.
They just fed too many kills to the roamer of Zeddies.
Attackers are moving to defuse.
They're not winning their gunfights, I feel. To compare the amount of kills each team has, it would be what? 34 as Zeddies makes it now 35, giving down Taixi to open up this round against 27. So yes, the team leading by 1 round has 7 more kills than the other team. Max leads in terms of the kill differential by +7, which is that's an entire lineup. That's not a great spot for Viper to be in here. Skylersville takes down Face of West there. Removing the Jaeger once again, potentially taking a roamer off the board. I still don't understand why Mags has somebody all the way on the top floor for whatever reason it is. Don't know why nobody here on Viper is clearing with the rest of the team. It seems like a waste. Goku takes down Muse. Bring his team a bit closer to the objective here. You will take control of the prep side. However, very low, so needs to be very cautious about how he approaches the rest of this round, let's be honest. Swing there by Max Natsum will take down 2. That's really embarrassing, let's be honest. He swung and immediately got picked off. Skyler will take a double kill this time onto a Dexy. I don't know what to tell you, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, etc., etc. That was done. I mean, Skylar could still pick this up here, but that was sad. A 2v1, and the bandit manages to swing you with a pistol and kill you. So he's going to push around the place. We will send a first. They will charge out, clearing out the barbed wire as well as a Jaeger ADS. Now, one for Skylar doesn't have any throwables, so it's not even really matters. Spotting Zeddy's there, the Wamai trying to potentially get a kill onto Skylar. We'll rotate now around to the bakery side, which just have to deal with Max not Sim, who's holding an angle here. From bomb chassis and kitchen through prep to the breach. Seems like a bit of an odd angle, but it's certainly going to help when it comes to dealing with prep push. Gets the headshot. That's the round. 6-4 now. Max is eyeing a very quick end to this matchup. I mean, if you look at the scoreboard, Max just consecutively scored as many rounds on defense as VYPR did in their entire half. They just need one more, and they can put this away. And the flip side of that is that VYPR has not won a round since the end of the first half. The momentum is arguably strongly against them.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Place device.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds left before insertion. Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Pardon the silence there, folks. Just trying to get everything handled. I'm not sure what to think of this hold. It needs an ADS. That's what it really needs.
A bomb has been located.
That's a great ADS right there in the middle of cocktail doing nothing. Uncovered shield. This one I'm just gonna start raiding each team's attacking and defending setups here. That's a really obvious and easy move. ADS. Koku takes on Face of West, removing the Jaeger from the equation. Wonder if I start talking about Twitch runs, Koku will die. I feel like that's a bad omen or something. And Zeddy's is just died as well. Double kill from Koku is going to try and propel his team back into chance of winning here. Really, they'll take double digits now. Surprisingly, they're taking down a pre-placed smoke. Why was that smoke pre-placed? Adetsi, please tell me. Why did you do that? That was a bit of a waste. It's a good amount of utility wasted there. For one. The only time I'd say a pre-placed smoke potentially works is if you're in like dirt. And people used to pre-place then there. I would say it might still work, but it's really just a pocket strat that you run once and then you throw it away afterwards. because then teams anticipated. Constant will gun down Avalon Rift, looking for a second kill here. Taken down there by Koki with the 3K as Skylar will pick off Muse. So it's just a Dexy here. Site is collapsing.
Attackers are activating the bomb diffuser.
And Tide took him out. That's unfortunate.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Adding some protection from grenades.
Station in position.
Camera activated.
Station deployed.
10 seconds to go.
Grenades now.
5 seconds remaining.
Magnet out. Magnet ready.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Activate jammer. Jammer ready to activate. Reload! Initiate jammer.
Going, I lost 141. RIP. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Eppo. Okay, Phase of West almost just died. Okay, so they're holding secondary site here, and they didn't reinforce any of the walls to properly hold the top floor. They literally just gave up top floor, basically. Besides Zeddy's, who's on cam as Jaeger playing at Cigar Bar. What? He's gonna be droned out. I don't know if he even realizes that okay, I think he just realized that he got droned down, and he's now gonna rotate around. As a Nexi takes down Avalon, I still don't understand how this happens. Like literally they're not holding vertical on a site that requires them to hold vertical, and
You can worry less about
I don't know what to think. Impact going out there from Udexi. I think he's trying to set some vertical here. Might be wrong. 7 to 5, yeah, that's close.
deploying K-More. Raising our defenses. Defenses up. Loading back.
Activating shock
Setting a
zone.
sequential breach.
3v3 Zeddy's in Face of West off the board. Taking out one of the top frags of it. Gonna let that come out, and there goes Nexi with a 3 count of Hambino. 15 seconds left. Man disadvantage here. They technically have the objective, but they don't have the diffuser, so they can't really do anything. Skylo take down Muse, but Mags gets double kill and puts the game away. 7-5. Mags prevails over VYPR Esports. 15-7, 13-7, 10-6, 3-9, 4-10, 12-9, 7-9, 9-7, 8-8, 2-12. Congrats to Koku, Adexi, Zeddies, and Mags Not Zim for all breaking double digits.